there, this is Cassia again. So I am going to go ahead and do a little bit more focused video on how to use the Divi editor. The previous video just covered some real basics. So primarily what a lot of our clients are asking for when they want access to make edits to the site is they want to change out images with new ones of new projects. They maybe want to update their staff, or they want to add in a new product or service offering on one of their pages. So what I'll cover here is a little bit more details on how to change out those images, and then how to work with some of these text blocks. So as I mentioned in the previous video, a lot of your work, you can ignore these blue and green settings because that's part of the initial design. But if we wanted to change out, say this image here, say this was a staff photo, you would click on that editing icon that appears when you hover over it, and then you would select this image here, and it'll pull up your media library. Now, typically, I recommend uploading images from the back end of the site. We covered that in one of the previous videos. You can upload images here. You can select it from this tab up above, and then when you click on select files, you'll be able to pull images from your from your computer. Once you have the file uploaded, you can go in and find it in the media library. When you select that image to change out, you can scroll down on the side here. It'll give some details, and it's helpful to make sure that you select the correct size. So if you wanted it to display as the full-sized image, make sure you select that. If you want it to load a little bit smaller, you can select that as well. And then when you're ready, you can just click on Upload Image, and that'll change out that image for you. For the text editors, a little bit more detailed there. A lot of the design features will be set by your web developer, but if you're curious about what goes on in the advanced or design tabs, there are a couple of things there that might be helpful to you. If you wanted to make the text a little bit bigger, for example, when you're back here, you have this text drop down. And here's where you could select a lot of things like font styles, font weight, and you also have the option to adjust the font size. So you could increase it here. So we want it to be really loud with this message. An important note here is that sometimes messing with some of these very specific design features can affect how the site will look on mobile or tablet views. So I would suggest minimizing the amount of design changes that you need to make, or at least running them by your web developer first. One of the only other things that I think might be of some value is if you wanted to change out one of these buttons, aside from adjusting the button text here, you can also change where it will link by clicking on that link dropdown, and it'll open up some more options. If you really want to be more hands-on with your site, you can definitely speak with us if we are your web company, or speak with your web developer about getting more extensive training in the Divi Builder. With our clients, sometimes we'll create a safe page that is unpublished that you can play around in and see if you can get a handle of how things function. It's a pretty extensive tool, so it gets far more in depth, and there's a lot of capabilities with it. But this covers some of the really basic changes. And if you are facing any troubleshooting problems, just go ahead and send us an email or send your web developer an email. More than happy to explain what might be going right or wrong with the edits that you're trying to make. All right, I hope this was helpful. Take care.